Okay, so look, here's something that your CPA, your lawyer, your financial advisor is actually really good for. So besides the obvious stuff, right? Okay. So we're perfect to be the bad guy for you. And I mean that in the best way possible. So let me explain. But first, if we haven't met, my name is Chika, and I'm a CPA for over 16 years. I specifically work with high achieving women and men. And here on this channel, we talk about money, we talk about business, and we talk about being the best version of you. And we do it in a fun way. It's not boring. We keep it real around here. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel and let's get back to the story. So let me talk to you about a client. A client came to me about a situation and it involved their friend. And the smartest thing my client did was they didn't handle this situation alone. They came to me. Here I am doing my thing, minding my business. And I get this question from my client. And I'm so happy they gave me this question because this was a question where, depending on your friendship level, depending on your ability to say no, NO is a sentence, NO period, right? Depending on how confident you are with that versus maybe you give explanations about it, sometimes hard questions, hard no's, you need somebody else to do it, right? And so my client did exactly that. And I had no problem telling my client to tell their friend no. And even if my client went back to their friend and said, well, my CPA said that no, I can't do it. And I'm so sorry, I can't do it. And the friend understood. They couldn't fight their friend, which is my client, right? Because they're putting me in the middle. I'm in the middle. So wait, so say that to me. What'd you tell my client? Say that to me. And then we will have a conversation about it. So anyway, I feel like, again, that was the smartest thing because they know that maybe for whatever reason, I don't know the dynamic with my client and their friend. I don't know that dynamic. I don't know how long that friendship has existed. But for whatever reason, my client needed to ask me the question directly. And this is actually a respect thing when I think about it. Like they know I don't play. I don't play about my business. I don't play about my client's business. So they knew that I was the trusted advisor to go to help them say the real answer that they wanted to say to their friend, but they just couldn't do it. Okay. And so think about it. That one move protected the friendship that my client had with their friend, and it protected my client's business, right? It was a question based on the friend wanted my client to do something for them through my client's business. And it's so interesting, just the audacity to ask, but that's how amazing my client is. My client is so sweet, amazing, just the best energy. And they mean well and they want to help everybody, right? And sometimes when that's your personality, you feel good to surround yourselves with people that can speak up on your behalf. And that's exactly what I did. And I'm so thankful that they didn't go about that situation on their own. Okay. And because when you think about it, the answer and the way that my client went about it, it protected the friendship, yes, because the answer wasn't, I don't want to help you. No, no, no. The answer was, my CPA said legally, I can't do this. Full stop, period. And if a friend is a friend for real, that friend can't really argue that. I mean, they can try, but if they try, now I'm questioning the friendship. I don't know about you, right? But I would question the friendship if they're trying to argue the answer that my CPA said legally, I can't do this. That's a full stop. That's a full sentence. All right. And so think about it. This is what building a team actually looks like. It feels solid, it feels like protection. You're not alone. You're not alone. You don't have to go through business feeling alone. Like everything is on your shoulders to handle. So heavy, just weighing down on you, making you want to quit sometimes. No, that doesn't have to be the case. Okay. And it's so interesting because it's not just about hiring someone to do a task, it's just having people around you who can help you put words to things that might trip you up. But for somebody else, oh, it's so clear, it's so simple, it's not an issue. I can make this decision that might feel hard for you, but yeah, tell them your CPA said, like, tell them that, please. And if they have a question, they can come to me, right? And it's so interesting that whether you're first year in your business, fifth year in your business, whether you're making your first 100K, whether you're making your next $1 million, right? I feel like some business owners, especially I remember myself, I think it took me my first 7 years in business before I hired my first team member. And that person was a virtual assistant. And so for those first 7 years, I handled everything by myself, right? The uncomfortable conversations. And you can imagine I was saying yes more often than I wanted to. And I knew there were times that I should have said no. Has that happened to you where you say yes and then immediately you regret it? Oh my gosh, that happened so many times to me. So many times. So I remember those days. And if those days are your reality as we speak, I want this video to be your reminder that you don't have to say anything that doesn't feel aligned to you. You don't have to do anything on your own if it feels uncomfortable. Whether or not you have a team, you can have a system to where you can express yourself in a way where you keep your integrity and you keep the respect with your friend or whomever it is. It could be a client that's trying to scope creep, right? They want you to do work that they have not paid you to do, right? Like having people on your side to help you with this is going to be imperative. And if you're not able to hire someone in the moment, and maybe if you don't have business colleagues around you where you can talk things out and get their perspective and help them to help you figure out how to respond. I mean, these days we have AI, we have ChatGPT that you can run these scenarios by them and get a good response. Something that, again, keeps you in integrity with yourself, keeps you feeling respected, and you can say what you need to say to that person without feeling guilty about it. And I just know that seven-figure business owners, eight-figure business owners, right? One thing they have in common is community. They build a circle on purpose. So they have their circle of trust, and that includes their CPA, it includes their attorney, it includes their financial advisor, their business coach, their mentor. And they don't just hire these people in case something bad happens. They don't just hire these people just for strategy. This is their circle literally around them, around them. So think about it. It's protection. It's protection. I'm not by myself, right? I got my people around me. So it's personal, it's professional. Your team is your boundary infrastructure. So use them. Use them. It's a beautiful thing. And I want you to think about your current situation. Do you have people in your corner who help you protect your business, not just grow the business? That's a question. So go ahead, leave your answer in the comment below. Tell me, who is your go to person when a tough business situation comes up? And if you don't have that person yet, it's okay because that's what this channel is for. So go ahead and subscribe and come back every week and let's build this foundation together. So until next time, peace.